Apple has committed to bringing 3,000 high-paying tech jobs to Raleigh. They already have over 1,600 employees, and that's impacting the housing economy in huge ways. Yet we see no campus, no cranes, no construction crews, so what's going on? Well, we have increased housing demand, thousands of tech jobs, and billions in investments going in around North Carolina as we speak. To get you guys up to speed, I'll break down Apple's actual hiring timeline, what these jobs mean for your buying power, and why this is part of something much bigger than just one tech company. Okay, let's begin by understanding exactly what Apple actually committed to here. And these are some incredible numbers, guys. So the company committed to creating 3,000 jobs in the Triangle market back in 2021, and they're making progress towards that goal right now. As of 2025, Apple already has 1,600 full-time employees across North Carolina. That's substantial movement toward their original goal, and it's happening faster than most people realize. In November 2025, the North Carolina Economic Investment Committee gave Apple a 4-year extension on its hiring and construction timelines. Under the revised schedule, Apple has to hit these specific milestones. By the end of 2027, they need 126 positions filled. By year 5, that jumps to 1,700 positions, and by year 10, they're looking at 2,700 total positions. Now, let me tell you what makes these jobs so impactful to the real estate market. These positions carry an average annual salary of $187,000. Compare that to Wake County's overall average wage of $76,000, and you can see why this matters so much for housing demand. The projected payroll impact hits $1.97 billion. I'll circle back to this later and you'll learn even more interesting things happening in this market. But before I talk about even more billion-dollar deals, let me tell you about the status of this project. I know there's been some confusion about whether Apple actually has a physical presence here, so let me clear that up right now. Apple committed to a $552 million campus in Research Triangle Park along Little Drive. But here's the thing, construction hadn't started yet as of December 2025. And honestly, that's confused a lot of locals. People hear about Apple coming to the Triangle, so they expect to see cranes and construction crews getting started. And when they don't see that massive campus rising from the ground, they wonder if it's actually happening. And I get it. So wait until you hear what Apple's doing in the meantime. Despite the delayed campus construction, they actually do have active operations through leased facilities. The company currently occupies the MetLife building in Cary. They're just using existing office space, and they're legally on track with the state agreement. The thing is, this approach allows Apple to fulfill its hiring commitments while finalizing campus development plans. So yes, they're actively hiring right now. Quick pause before I continue. If you're still lost on prices, areas, and home options in the Raleigh area, reach out to me. I can help you even more beyond sharing all this information in my videos. We can chat about personalized strategies and opportunities tailored for your budget and goals, so find my contact information in the description box below. Okay, but just how significant is this deal really for North Carolina? Let's check out some big numbers that matter. North Carolina's Job Development Investment Grant gives Apple potential reimbursements of up to $845 million over 39 years. But there's a catch. Apple has to meet specific job creation and investment targets along the way. In exchange, Apple committed to invest more than $1 billion in North Carolina by 2035. The project's estimated economic impact reaches $79.8 billion over the 39-year grant period, and the 3,000 new jobs are expected to bring in $1.97 billion in new tax revenues for the state. We'll see later on what this means for the broader tech context, and I can already tell you it's incredibly relevant. But this is also one of the most significant economic development agreements in North Carolina history. I'm talking jobs, but also the ripple effect through the entire Triangle economy. In April of 2025, Apple announced a $175 million expansion of its Maiden, North Carolina data center. This facility is in Catawba County, around 37 miles northwest of Charlotte, and it will add 237,000 square feet to the existing 1 million square foot campus that's been operating since 2009. Here's what gets me really excited about this. The Maiden campus runs entirely on renewable energy, with 82% sourced from solar and 12% from wind power. So far, Apple has invested around $4 billion in this facility, and the expansion is part of a broader $500 billion U.S. investment strategy announced in February of 2025. Now, when you hear about what else is happening beyond Apple, I think you'll be surprised, because no, this isn't just about one tech company. Google established a Durham engineering hub in March of 2021, planning to create 1,000 jobs focused on cloud computing engineering. This center operates from downtown Durham, but Google's North Carolina presence extends beyond this recent expansion too. They actually have a long history, including a data center in Western North Carolina and a Google fiber operations throughout the Triangle and Charlotte. Then there's Amazon. In June of 2025, Amazon announced plans to invest $10 billion in a new AI and cloud computing innovation campus in Richmond County, North Carolina, creating at least 500 high-skilled jobs. The facility is Amazon's largest single investment in state history, and it positions North Carolina as a hub for cutting-edge AI technology. This investment adds to Amazon's existing $12 billion commitment to the region since 2010. And it doesn't stop there. Fujifilm Biotechnologies opened its $3.2 billion Holly Springs facility in fall of 2025, the largest life sciences investment announcement ever in North Carolina. The facility employs over 680 workers currently, with around 700 positions expected as construction completes through 2028. This is one of the largest end-to-end cell culture biopharmaceutical facilities in North America, producing up to 50 million doses annually of medicines for diseases including cancer and Alzheimer's. This is amazing stuff. And of course, Research Triangle Park remains the cornerstone of the region's technology ecosystem, hosting more than 385 companies and employing 55,000 workers. Apple's current employees and planned expansion to 3,000 positions directly increase housing demand across some key suburbs. And these employees have substantial purchasing power in markets where median home prices range from the 400,000s in North Raleigh to the 600,000s in Cary. Let me break that down for you guys. The median price of around 470,000 for Wake County shows sustained pricing strength, even as the market enters its seasonal slowdown with a slight increase in prices. Cary's housing market prices remained flat year over year, with homes selling for a median price of around $630,000 in November of 2025. Wake Forest demonstrates exceptional market appreciation, with homes selling for a median price close to $558,000, which is a 7% year over year increase. So what I mean is, high-paying Apple jobs actually create higher demand for housing, more competition in places like Cary, Wake Forest, Apex, North Raleigh, and Morrisville. And this explains why prices and demand stay strong even in a slower market. Properties in Cary receive an average of 3 offers per home, with homes spending around 35 days on the market. In Apex, homes typically spend around 30 days in pending status, with some properties selling above asking price. Morrisville shows some unique dynamics as a small suburb with limited inventory. The median sale price reached around $460,000, with recent data showing an exceptional 97% list to sale ratio. And here's something most people don't realize. Morrisville's limited size creates competitive conditions where available properties command strong prices because of how close it is to Research Triangle Park. It's probably people's first choice when relocating for tech employment, but that limited inventory often redirects buyers to close communities. So let's talk a little bit about that and then share some really cool perspectives on the future of the area. These indicators show that this isn't just hype. Despite broader economic uncertainties, Wake County's housing market has strong competitiveness indicators right now. Days on market range from 20 to 30 plus days, depending on the suburb, showing healthy buyer activity. Properties receive multiple offers in key areas, and here's something that really stands out. November 2025 lending activity was 3% higher than November 2024, despite seasonal patterns. So more people are buying properties. And here's what's coming next. All this growth trajectory shows no signs of slowing down. Apple's revised timeline with significant hiring milestones means a bigger influx of high-earning professionals. This, combined with Google's, Amazon's, and Fujifilm's job positions, makes the Triangle add thousands of high-paying jobs annually. If sustained, the Raleigh metro area's 10.2% growth rate since 2020 adds tens of thousands of residents annually. These population increases will continue putting upward pressure on the housing prices. Major infrastructure investments are keeping up with this growth too. Wake Forest is seeing the Grove 98 expansion and a proposed Costco. Studies show Costco openings typically increase home values within 5 miles by nearly 8%. Cary is building a sports and recreation community center with esports facilities and expanding Cary Tennis Park. Holly Springs is seeing Fujifilm campus expansion through 2028 and so on. It was announced in December of 2025 that North Carolina is moving towards record-breaking economic growth. We have 33,000 new jobs and a $23 billion economic impact projected, including 4,000 jobs specifically in the Triangle region. So yeah, all this development will change Raleigh forever. Apple's expansion in Raleigh, even without a visible campus yet, is already having a huge economic impact through the jobs. The real estate market data clearly shows that the economic impact is already happening. For you as a prospective homebuyer, Apple's presence combined with the bigger technology sector growth explains why housing competition stays intense across those key suburbs we talked about. So if you're ready to explore the Triangle and find your neighborhood before competition gets even more intense, I would love to help. Just reach out to me at hello@davisonmaine.com and let's find you the area that fits you best. Before you make your decision though, watch this video right here where I reveal the best areas for tech professionals coming here. And if you're not a tech professional, you're still going to be surprised by these commute times, amenities, and more compared to a lot of other big cities. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.